All right, all right. What is going on out there? What is happening, ladies and gentlemen? How is everything going today? Shout out to the people who've come by the church for the morning sermon with the Messiah of Xbox. Just getting my, just still trying to wake up. Just looking at some 4K footage here of this Shadow of the Tomb Raider that will be in true 4K on the PlayStation. And let's see here. Let me double check here, make sure I got it in 4K. Man, still got Red Dead Redemption stuff on here. Let's go to clear. We're going to do see here what's happening out there. Shout out to everybody. Let me give a big big congratulations to my man Sick Humor. He just found out him and the missus are Mrs. Sick was having another child. He said it's gonna be a baby girl, so congratulations to him. And we're gonna put this Shadow of the Tomb Raider in 4K. I'm just gonna have it running on my TV screen. But shout out to everybody that's here. So I got that 4K. I'm gonna do to go back here to ABC. I should have done this earlier. I know what you're saying. But shout out to everybody that's here. I'm getting back to everything. From now on, all these games that are PS. Let's see if I get a different thing here. What is happening out there, people? What's everybody playing right now? What is everybody playing? So I got up this morning. I fired up the. Oh yeah, this is looking good. Let's see here. There is some stuff that came out today for. I guess Gamescom. I didn't realize Gamescom was happening today. So let me hit space here. Space. I need to do PS4. Man, got that going on the TV. Looking good, looking good. But what is happening, ladies and gentlemen? I started playing a little Mafia 3 this morning. So shout out to everybody. I hadn't beat it yet. It's in my, what's the name of that called? That backlog thing. So yeah, right there. We got people playing Titanfall 2. Got Monster Hunter going on. Yep. Checkerboard rendering and upscale native 4K is true 4K, and that's what it will be known from now on. So God of Games has been watching rugby. All right, ain't nothing wrong with that. Project Mephisto game. Is that like Fatal Mephisto? I mean, I'm just asking. I don't know. You know, I do not know. Let's see here. Yeah. Here we go. PS4 Pro gameplay. Oh, shout out to Smokey Dog. He's live. But yeah, so who is getting a game I have not talked about? There's two games we have missed out on, and this is my fault. Assassin's Creed and the new Assassin's Creed coming out in Battlefield 5, because I'm getting both those games too. So I've been working my you-know-what off. And my girl is just constantly calling me right now. Hold on. Let's see here. I will check. There we go. So, yeah, she wants to swing by. But, yeah, check it out. So me and Lincoln Clay, we trying to put together a free smoke bowl and play a little Madden 19 a little later on. Just waiting to hear back from him on a time. I'll be around until about 5. Then me and her are going to a show. That's what she wants to go see, a movie today. We went and saw Christopher Robin. Took the kids to see that. I took the kid to go see that. Her other 2 kids are this big. They don't give a rat's ass about Christopher Robin. But check it out. Look at this Shadow of the Tomb Raider on the Superior console. Now I will be getting the Tomb Raider game on. I'll be getting it on the Xbox because I've got Rise of the Tomb Raider on the Xbox. So I'm just watching it though on the what it looks like on the Superior console here, and I got to keep it 100%. It's looking it looks pretty good. Of course, you know it's going to be true 4K on the Superior console. So they just confirmed that it's going to be 4K. So you know what's going on, Andrew Wilkins. So Andrew Wilkins dropped major money yesterday over there. Andrew, you got to hit up a brother's PayPal account. For classes each what? Did not know that. Didn't know that. Okay, just gave me a message. So, all right. Then you got your little brother's PayPal account up. So right there in the description here, I got some little, we're gonna do a little Spider-Man info. I did put the tweet from Insomniac Games. You know, for Spider-Man, it says it runs 4K via temporal injection on the PS4 Pro. Very clean solution. If you'd like to see it in action, check out Ratchet and Clank. So if you want to kind of see the resolution that that they're going to be on and how it's going to look, check out Ratchet and Clank on the PlayStation Pro, because I guess it's doing the exact same thing. So, you know. So, yeah, but what's going on? What is happening? First things first, the information here, that 500 million PlayStation 4, it was gone in 60 seconds. It's like that movie. It is gone in 60 seconds. So, but shout out to Gaming Forte. He did say there may be some more come online on the 24th. And I'm going to check that out. And if I can't get that, if I cannot get that on the 24th, I may step up and get the Ryzen 1800X. Does anybody know a whole lot about the 1800X? So I'm thinking about, because I'm really thinking about getting that and taking it back to 1600, or I may do nothing. I may end up getting this. I gotta keep it 100%. This TCL TV for $39999 with Dolby Vision and HDR. I'm really looking at getting that TV. Let's keep it a buck. Just here, look at that Laura Croft. She's stabbing some kind of giant sea snake or something. So that's the way it is. So, you know. So it was releasing just for Europe on the 14th. Yeah, I know. So, yeah, apparently Ratchet and Clank does look good. I mean, I have not seen it. I did download it, you know, when they gave it away for free. Or when they gave it away, when it became a game that was available to play, I should say, because it's not free. You have to pay for access. And, damn, everybody's up this morning. So, yeah, but check that out. But I am going to I'm going to get the joystick, the see-through joystick, because I've always liked those. Hey, what up, Sick Humor? So, Sick Sandy, when I get the 5 series because you hear HDR and Dolby Vision. Well, I'm just going to check it out. I mean, you know, but I very well, like I said, I may get, hey, Sick, what do you know about the, congratulations again, brother. What have you, although, like you said, your pullout game is weak. What do you know about that Ryzen 1800X versus the one that I got, the 1500X? So, really? The S515? Okay, yeah, because it's the 5 series. Okay. So, so you know, yeah, baby sick. You can name her Ryzen. So, oh man, what's going on, Sitting Vote Win? Ankator, what's happening with you? The Almighty Spartan God, what's happening? So, had to destroy some more people in the Max Gaming section. The person that felt the wrath of the Messiah over there this morning was Cain the Troll Reaver or something like that. You know, I had to get in his shit this morning. So, you know, it's just the way it's going to be, folks. Anytime they're flapping their gums, I ain't gonna lie, man. This Shadow of the Tomb Raider is looking pretty good. Let's see if I can find it on the. Now I need to find it on the X. So we saw it on the. We just saw it on the. God damn it. But because I've not really looked at it, because I always like to. So I will use the X one now because I'm gonna get it on the X. So you know, man, this Assassin's Creed looking good too, man. Oh shit, looks good. All right, then. But yeah, back to it. So the 500 million PS4 gone in 60 seconds. Again, shout out to Gaming Forte. So if you want one, you will be able to possibly get one next Friday. If not, I may end up getting the 1800X Ryzen CPU, but I am looking at some DDR4 as well. I was told that some DDR4 RAM, I think that's what it's called, it may go on sale this week. Yeah, I mean, or next week, like around the 22nd. Somebody told me to check, so I'm going to go ahead and check. What are you wearing your Pope hat? I don't have a Pope hat. Why are you on an X if you're a basher? I have never bashed my X. I have never bashed it. So I said it does a little bit more than my Pro. So you're gonna have to give me an example when I bash the X. So J Love, that's not what we do here. So, yeah, man, Jay, I'm telling man, Andrew needs to go ahead and hook a brother up on the PayPal. So, but the PlayStation is the superior console, J Love, because it lets you play multi-plat games. And it lets you play a whole bunch of wonderful exclusives. That makes it superior. Okay, it's like we're about to start the NFL. What's better, a linebacker that can play first and second down, but you got to take him out on third and long, or a linebacker that can play all three downs? Who's the superior linebacker? It's the linebacker that can be out there for all three downs. So, that's just reality. Let's keep it 100 here. So, but I'm breaking the X back out just to play Tomb Raider. So, because I really did like Tomb Raider, keep it at 100%. So, so yeah, now I'm playing this Shadow of the Tomb Raider because I'm excited about Shadow of the Tomb Raider. So, to keep it 100%. I mean, a lot of people aren't talking about it, and it is what it is. So, everybody's talking about and again, Shadow of the Tomb Raider is going to be 4K on both Xbox and PlayStation Pro. So, but it should be, I believe it is 4K native on the Xbox X. So that may not be true. I mean, I think that's what they come out and said though. So, how can Xbox fans see the graphic between Pro and X when most don't have a? Well, I mean, we don't know what kind of 4K TVs they have, but look, as somebody who's got them, the 4K native version does look better than the 4K checkerboarded version. But you got to understand, Sony never got an HDR build of the Tomb Raider. I'm just talking about the Tomb Raider game. Sony never got an HDR update. Square Enix only gave the HDR update to that's who they had their initial deal with. So they have an HDR and 4K native build, and it does look better than this 1800p checkerboarded build. It just does. So now they both have the open frame resolution 1080p. That looks the same. That looks identical. There is no difference. But yeah, again, Andrew, you got to remember they actually thought that. I mean, at the end of the day, you know, at the end of the day, they actually thought that that people, the reason why the Xbox One didn't sell well was because of the games were 900p or whatever. It's not true. We now have ample evidence that it's not true, and you just kind of have to dismiss what they say. You do. You have to dismiss what they say. But as long as your TV is 4K, as long as it has a wide gambit HDR, that's all you need. I mean, that's all you need. You just need a wide gambit HDR. So you need, if it's Samsung, you need I think it's HDR plus. I mean, so if you have minimum HDR plus, you get and it's 10-bit, you get really good HDR. So, you know, just it is what it is. I do not read. Halo Storm is on life support. So, like I said, you know, if you want to feed the troll, feed the troll. There's no reason for me to read what he says. So, you know, I'm still waiting on J Love to send me a message on when I bash my Xbox. So like I said, my Xbox does a little bit more than my Pro. So, and that's all it does. It doesn't do a whole lot more. It does a little bit more. And it should. It's more powerful. It's more expensive, and I got no problem with mine. I'm trying to find this game now on the X. So, but all right, yeah. So PSVR has sold 3 million, and let's see here. I think I spelled that wrong. Gosh dang it. Oh well. Let's see. Looks like Digital Foundry just unboxed theirs. They've got a 500 million edition PS4. Damn them. So, but I ain't gonna lie, Tomb Raider looks the best on PC. On PC, it can run it can run a 4K native 60 if you got like something called an i5 or i7. You have a 1070, something like that. I think if you have an i5 1070, it should be able to run 4K 60. So, but PSVR, guys, what do you think about that? Selling 3 million, you know, considering that you had a bunch of simps running around saying that it wasn't going to work. So, and this is why I've said to people that the new PlayStation will be more powerful. Not that it matters, you know, because I've never understood this. I mean, if the new Xbox Scarlet and the new PlayStation are going to do the exact same things, they're going to do the exact same things. It's just a matter of what ecosystem you prefer to be in. They're both going to do 4K 60 on certain games, and I mean 4K native. All the games that had they had like resolution, and you could choose the resolution and graphics, stuff like that. It will all be there still, except you'll be able to lock stuff in. So you'll be able to play 1080p 60 locked. Now, that's the difference. I mean, if you're going to buy a console, you buy a 4th edition of a console. It does not have any. This doesn't have any gameplay for the Xbox X? Really? Oh, this is terrible. Oh, this is terrible. Oh, no. Oh, this is terrible. Oh, no. I mean, seriously, guys, I'm having issues finding it on my. I know it's here, and I've seen it before. Oh, no. Okay. Oh, well. It's there, though. But anyway, you have to consider that Shadow of the Tomb Raider is going to be 4K 30. It's going to have a 4K 30 mode. It'll have I assume it's going to have the same modes that it had on Rise of the Tomb Raider. It may have a different one. So we'll have to check that on out. But I'm excited about that game. I will be buying it after I beat Spider-Man. So like most of you all. So what's up, Blue? But PSVR, shout out to all you all who bought the VR, and because you all are getting rewarded right now. So it is what it is, and so congratulations, and I certainly, and there's plenty of games to play on it. I mean, they release VR games. Seems like every week they release 2 or 3 VR games. So is 3 million a failure? No. 3 million is not a failure. Not considering that it's their first foray into VR. I'm sure they wanted a higher number. I don't know what their projection was, but I only thought it would sell between 3 to 5 million, and it's only been available for what, like 20 months. So going forward, it looks like they're going to probably sell about 5 million. And I mean, I'm going to get one. I will get one eventually. So, but it is what it is. So, Jez Gordon said, well, there you go. I think you started out by saying Jez Gordon said. So, I mean, you can just stop right there. So, who cares what Jez Gordon said? Seriously. I mean, he has been wrong a hell of a lot more than anybody. So, yeah, they still are going. All right. So, yeah, 3 million is a lot for VR. It is, yeah, considering it's their first foray into the market. I think that's very good. Now, I don't know what it is. I don't know what they project it to do. So, it's 100,000 copies of Hellblade. Yeah, that is. Well, it is, but everything that Ninja Theory made after their first like 38,000 or 50,000 copies, it was all profit. So they profited. Like I said, I love that. That was my sleeper hit of 2017. So, that's just my opinion, though. So, but yeah, 100,000. Yeah, especially with the bragging that the people were doing. Again, if they would just shut up and play their games, nobody would say nothing. But they always got to be on some simp ass bullshit because they're trying to justify what they bought, and that they feel like they have to justify because they feel entitled. So, and that's the problem. That at the root is the problem, is that they feel entitled. So what's going on, Teddy Jones? The last podcast you listened to was, you think, Mooch podcast, and they talked Game Pass for 2 hours. Well, I mean, I like Game Pass. I thought it was a good idea when it started. People ripped on it, and I said, look, you got to give it at least a year. Anytime a company introduces a new way to consume products, you have to give it at least a year. And it was just a matter of, would Microsoft be able to get enough big titles on there that everybody could enjoy. Now, me personally, I've been playing Oblivion and Fallout 3. So I'm enjoying Game Pass with that on there. I've not downloaded Rise yet. That's on there. I didn't even know that. But they need to put Forza 7 on there. That's the game everybody is wanting. And I think they're going to do that, hopefully, when Horizon 4 comes out. I think they can put Horizon 4 and Forza 7 on Game Pass. Yeah, that's a win for everybody that likes those type of games. So, yeah, because I'm excited about Forza Horizon 4. Again, it's just, I've seen, and shout out to Sick Humor because he brought this up, and he's right. I've seen more hate about Spider-Man than I have excitement for Forza Horizon 4, at least in my Twitter timeline. Okay, I've seen more people hating on Spider-Man than they are, and that's up Xbox guys. And this is why people keep mocking them. You know what I mean? Because if I wanted to play Forza and I did not have a PlayStation, I wouldn't mock it. I would just, you have to go buy an Xbox. If you want to play Spider-Man, you're going to have to go out and buy a PlayStation. It's not anti-consumer. You know, they don't know what that means. It's just a word that they like to throw around. So, and just like Xbox, now Xbox keeping, you can argue that with Fort Pub being free on PC, being free on the Switch, being free on the PlayStation to play, and it's locked behind a paywall on the Xbox, you can make the argument that that's anti-consumer, you know, but you don't hear them arguing that. They're like, oh, well, we need crossplay. Actually, you don't need crossplay. So, but Game Pass is a win for Xbox. I think it is. I think it's working fine. It just it's got enough variety on there for everybody. You know, that's all I can say. It's got enough variety for everybody. So, and as long as it signed a petition, what petition? There's a petition? It doesn't matter, but I mean, again, Spider-Man. Well, let's do my Spider-Man info here. Let me just read this into the record here. So this comes from let's see here. This comes from US GamerNet articles. It was dropped on it was dropped yesterday. So this is the latest thing. There's preview impressions on here. And so this is by Hiram Cryer, Tom Ori, and Jake Green. Not Jake from State Farm, but Jake Green. So it says, here we go. I'm reading this into the record. This is your latest, this is the last big info drop you're going to get on Spider-Man, okay? Because you are 19 days from release. 19 days, okay. So Spider-Man PS4 is one of the most anticipated games of the year. And from what we've played so far, it's certainly shaping up to be an impressive game. In this Spider-Man PS4 Everything We Know guide, we'll be detailing everything we know for certain. Okay, now, so this is not speculation anymore. This is what they know for certain. So, about the upcoming Insomniac Marvel superhero game so far, such as the Spider-Man PS4 release date, as well as the complete list of PS4 characters revealed so far, including an intriguing Miles Morales. So, there's also a list of various Spider-Man PS4 suits confirmed by Insomniac so far, as well as our very own Spider-Man PS4 impressions from what we played the game at several points earlier this year. So now we're getting into what everybody's, I guess, because here's the thing. The people that are wanting to shit all over this game, their last bastion of hope is that it gets a low score. That's their last bastion of hope. All right, let's just keep it 100%. It's like the whole God of War thing. And these are the same people. Now, here's the problem. The same people that will use the score to bash the game also tweeted things out like, oh, well, we don't care about Metacritic. And 68 is the new 86. And stuff like that. I mean, and people got to understand that people are taking screenshots of that, and they are going to blast them with it later on, you know. So it's just, it is what it is. So, but all right. So here we go. Spider-Man PS4 release date. We know it's September 7th. So it's a Friday, in case you all don't know. So you can get kitted out in your spider suits, get ready to go. You can roam Manhattan for a weekend. There's not many people doing that. So, you know, they're gonna be a kid for the weekend, it sounds like. So let's see, they've got their So they've got their Miles Morales teaser trailer on here, which I thought was a huge deal. Here are the suits so far. These are the confirmed suits so far. Okay. Classic suit, advanced suit, Spider-Punk, Iron Spider, Velocity suit, Spider-Man Noir suit, Steve Ditko inspired suit. I think that's going to be one for the ages. Secret War suit, that's different. Scarlet Spider suit. Alrighty, that's a nod at them. So Spider-Man Armor Mark II, Spider-Man 2099. Now I didn't know they had 2099 on there. Nothing on here about the Ultimate Spider-Man suit or anything like that. So just so we know. Now here's the first impressions. And it says, web slinging feels great. The camera, unfortunately, doesn't. Peter Parker moves so quickly while in spider suit that it's actually hard for the camera to keep up with his movements. There's also slow-mo sections of the game, which although give you more time to react to enemy attacks, it also makes it harder to properly get into the flow of the game. Now, that was early. So now they got another chance to play the game. It says later on in August, we got another chance to experience Spider-Man on the PS4. We got to play the first few hours in the Sonic X game, experiencing life in Peter's cramped apartment, seeing him listening to the police radio the first thing in the morning for anything going around town. We also came away pretty impressed with the story and world building over the course of the first few hours of the superhero spectacular. So, all right. So it says PS4 gameplay. So it looks like this. It says it looks like the Sinister Six will be the main team of villains going up against Spider-Man in the game. But who could the mysterious sixth member of the team be? If you listen very closely to the noise they make at the conclusion of the video, our money is on Venom, villain from the infamous Spider-Man 3. So, yep, that movie was trash. It made a lot of money, but the movie was trash. So it says Polygon has some interesting analysis of the game map. Spider-Man's world captures the idea of New York rather than the actual place. So this captures the idea of New York rather than the actual place. The city basically functions as a clean version of 1970s New York with realistic recreations of iconic buildings like the Empire State Building, Manhattan Bridge, and Chinatown. Oh, that's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. So says Peter Parker might be out. Says Peter Parker might be out protagonist, but Miles Morales can be glimpsed briefly at the very end of footage. So let's see here. Wilson Fisk has been confirmed to be featured in the game. As we see Peter Parker saving all Fisk's men in order to get info from him. Yeah, we saw that at the gameplay trailer. So there's plenty of QTE events and Spider-Man footage. This is going back to E3. So it is what it is. I think we're going to have a good time, ladies and gentlemen. So, so what do you all think? We got at least 10 confirmed suits, and but you may have a shaky camera. This is according to usgamer.net. They did not like the camera. So you do get to play as Mary Jane. So you do get to play as Mary Jane. So what's going on, Mellow Matt? Or is it Mellow Matt? Mellow Matt, I'm sorry. Ice Queen Gaming, how you doing? So that why are you the Ice Queen? Yeah, I like that though. So so you know, so what your eyes showed you is fire. Yeah, I mean, again, it's I'm not saying it won't be. I'm just reading you the latest information drop. Now, from me, from my channel, that's all the Spider-Man info you will get out of me because I'm gonna buy the game. I'll be able to get the game like on September 1st. I have to play the game offline. So that, but I am getting an advanced copy. So I'm happy about that. So, yeah, we'll not be able to stream any game footage until the 7th. Like 12:01, I'm sorry, 3:01 Eastern Standard Time, I can stream. So your husband picked it for you. Cool. So now what is your your husband is Ice Ninja Network? Cool. What are you guys' favorite games? Shout out to Ice Ninja Network then. Yeah, appreciate you subbing. What's your favorite game to be playing, Ice Queen? Have you do you have a favorite for this year so far? Does your husband have a favorite this year as well? Just asking. So what's going on, Teddy? So Andre 6K, what's happening? So are there any boss that haven't been revealed yet? There could be another boss in the game. Venom is a possibility. And yeah, it sounds like Wilson Fisk is going to be, I mean, he's going to kind of be going back and forth. It sounds like he's going to be giving Spider-Man information, but he wants Spider-Man to help him. Oh, okay. I did not know that. I did not know that, guys. My apologies. My apologies, Ice Queen Gaming. I did not know that. I am sorry. So I did not know that. So well, I appreciate you subbing. I really do. So, but man, my apologies. I did not know that. So yeah. So shout out to you for being a sub. Well, I'll get back to the game. So, but Wilson Fisk sounds like he's going to be straddling the fence. Doesn't know. Yeah, you're looking forward to playing the Spider-Man. Oh, okay. Yeah. Now, do you have? Did you try God of War, Detroit Become Human, or anything like that, or are you just gun ho for Spider-Man? So, you know. So actually, it was when we were talking about different Spidey suits. Why not have one representing the? I don't know, Chris Jones. Why don't you email Insomniac and ask them that? So, you're on Ryan's channel. Yeah, I see you on Ryan's channel. So yeah. Shout out to Press Start Kofi. He just dropped some new knowledge on the Switch. So you're gonna get God of War and Red Dead 2. Oh, okay. Well, yeah. Now Red Dead 2. Red Dead 2 is for anybody who doesn't know, according to Digital Foundry, the build that we saw was 2160p. Was 2160p. So, and so that's the output. It's a 1920 by 2160p. It's the same output that Nier Automata has on the Xbox or Xbox X. So, you know. Yeah, I mean, who cares what kind of suit? I mean, if you're gonna say that you think Miles Morales is gay, if he becomes Spider-Man, doesn't the suit he have on represent the community you're talking about? Just asking. So, so just asking. So. But yeah, so the Spider-Man info. Let me get back to that. So yeah, for me, since I'm getting the game in a week, next week actually, it's I'm looking forward to playing it, and so we'll go from there. So you think Insomniac can make a great Guardians game? Can we open up the video game Marvel universe? Possibly. So, but we'll have to wait and see. And now, I tell you, who would probably be able to make what would be a cool Guardians people to make a Guardians type of game. I think would be Square Enix. I think they could do a good job. And who did Monster Hunter World? I forgot who did Monster Hunter World. Oh yeah, I'm not Corey. Yeah, I moved on. But I forgot who did Monster Hunter World. Was that? I can't remember who did that. Shit, fire! Somebody put it in the chat. So, but you got to remember, Insomniac is just a Japan studio. Should make a new Spyro game. Capcom, yeah, Capcom could in theory do a pretty good Guardians game. Spyro, yeah. So Spyro is all that controversy with Spyro is that was crazy. So. You don't know what comic anyone else has read, but the ones you read, Mal, is definitely. Yeah, I mean, I know the one that I read, he was hooking up with did he hook up with Gwen Stacy? But I mean, it's. I mean, I know that already. And it sounds like you know that too, Dark Side Havoc. So, I don't know where they're getting that from. So, Japan should just buy Spyro. Yeah, here's what I didn't like about Monster Hunter World. Was I thought I didn't care for the combat, but I did like the ability to take those missions and stuff like that. I did like that. So, so, I did like that. So, all right, was anybody in the chat, Andrew Wilkins, were you able to get your hands on this 500 million PS4 console? Or was anybody in the chat able to light one up? And so, Spyro is dead. Well, at least doesn't Spyro have pants on? So it's not like Kirby. Kirby ain't got no pants on. So, like where's Kirby's drawers? So, so you know. Well, well, I do know the new Batgirl is going to be played by Ruby Rose, and she's gay. That'll be on not in the U.S. as far as you can tell. Okay, so they're going to get represented. Seem to have a problem with it. Nobody really has a problem with it. Here's the thing you have to understand is that people just don't want it thrust upon them. You have to let people get there on their own, okay? So you have to let people get there on their own. All right, so what's the ultimate? It's going, yeah, Batgirl, Batwoman, yeah. She's going to be on the Arrow universe and in the fall. Now, if it's a real popular character and people really like her, they will give her own eight story arc, 8-series story arc. So we have to wait and see. I'm going to watch it. I haven't watched Arrow the last 2 years because it's been trash. So Spyro, Ryu is saying Spyro ain't got no pants. I can't play when a character ain't got no drawers on. So, Batwoman. All right, so there's a difference between Batgirl and Batwoman. All right, whatever. So, but anyway, yeah. So hopefully they write the character really cool, and a lot of people watch those shows. So, but all right, so let's get into True 4K. And I don't know why you all have gone over there in the chat and have gone gay. It's not that big a deal. All right, so what is the ultimate Monster Hunter supposed to have in it? What is the ultimate Monster Hunter supposed to have in it? So that if I buy, so well, I don't care about the emoji. Who cares about that? So, but does anybody know what the ultimate thing does? So they need to buy Media Vision or just hire. Yeah, Static Shock game. Yeah, but see that first game was trash. That first game was trash. So, but all right, so let's get to the true 4K of the PlayStation Pro. So, yeah, they need to make Spyro. Like I said, I don't play Spyro because they ain't got no drawers on. So, so let's move on to true 4K. We're going to talk about all the true 4K greatness that's on the PlayStation Pro. Okay, so here we go. So I've got IGN pulled up. I'm not going to share the screen because it may lag and cause all kind of issues, and I'm trying not to cause all kind of issues. So, all right. So here we go. Now these are games they're outputting at 2160p. So Assassin's Creed Ezio Collection. This is PlayStation 4 Pro. Okay, this is a true 4K console. So Assassin's Creed Ezio Collection, native 4K, 30 FPS, highest quality PC textures from original game. That means it's 4K high settings. I didn't know that. Okay, Battleborn 4K, Bound 4K, Bulletstorm full clip, native 4K, 60 FPS. Call of Duty Black Ops 3, 4K. Call of Duty Infinite Warfare, 4K. Let's see here. Let's keep on moving. Don't stop. Deus Ex Mankind Divided, 4K. Diablo 3, 4K, dynamic resolution scaling. So again, dynamic 4K is true 4K. All righty, here we're going to keep on going. Dynasty Warriors 9, 4K. Let's see here. Farming Simulator, native 4K. FIFA 18, native 4K. Final Fantasy, let me make sure I read this right, 14. Checkerboard 4K. Final Fantasy 15. Checkerboard 4K. Or true 4K. We'll keep going. Forma 8, native 4K. I can't pronounce this one. Future Ride, something like EP Deluxe, native 4K. Gravity Rush 2, native 4K. I'm sorry, let me take that back. 4K. Geometric edges render at native 4K. All right. Helldivers 4K. Let's see here. Here They Lie, native 4K. Hitman 4K. Supports choice between 4K 30, 1440p, unlock FPS. So that's not bad. Let's see here. Horizon Zero Dawn 4K. Hustle Kings 4K. Infamous First Light and Second Son 4K. True 4K. Let's see here. King of Fighters, native 4K. Kingdom Hearts 1.5 plus 2.5, native 4K. So keep on going here. Mafia 3 is 1800p dynamic resolution, so it's going to scale between. So this is not 4K. We're only doing 4K. That's my bad on Mafia 3. All right. Mantis Burn Racing, native 4K. Middle Earth Shadow of Mordor, native 4K. MLB The Show, native 4K. NBA 2K, native 4K. Neon Chrome, native 4K. Neo 4K. Dynamic, let me make this clear, dynamic 4K. Okay, so it has variable mode, it has movie, and it has action. So let's see here. I'm just doing 4K. Paladins, native 4K. Pro Evolutionary Soccer, native 4K. Pyre, native 4K. Ratchet and Clank, 4K with temporal injection. I'm just reading you what this says, guys. Resogun, native 4K. Res Infinite, native 4K. Ride 2, 4K. Rise of the Tomb Raider, 4K. 3 modes, 4K 30, high frame, and enriched visual mode. Well, we've already talked about that already. Rocket League, native 4K. Skyforge, 4K. Smite, 4K. Supra Stardust Ultra, native 4K. Now, this is a true 4K console, okay? Tethered, 4K. Now, native 4K. That's what it says. Native 4K 60. The Division, native 4K. 30 FPS. That's what it says here. The Elder Scrolls 5 Skyrim Special Edition, native 4K. All right. The Elder Scrolls Online Tamriel Unlimited, native 4K. The Last of Us Remastered, native 4K. I did not know that. I didn't know The Last of Us got remastered to 4K. Wow. Okay. The Surge, 4K. The Witness, native 4K. Thumper, hey, that's going to be me in a little while. Native 4K. Tumbler, not Thumper, Tumble, I'm sorry, native 4K. Trackmania Turbo, native 4K. War Thunder, native 4K. Viking Squad, native 4K. Wheels of Aurora, native 4K. Wipeout Omega Collection, native 4K. And let's see here. They do not have anything down for XCOM 2. So now, guys, I'm reading you this, and now you know what games I didn't mention. What didn't I mention? I didn't mention Detroit Become Human, which is 4K. I didn't mention God of War, which is 4K. So, I mean, again, man, we got a 65-inch 8500. Wow. So, you know, so what? Yeah, Tumblr is now 4K. Yep. So we're talking about true 4K. All right. So what has happened is this. Let me tell you all what has happened. Because we have won the debate on true 4K, they now are saying that, well, it's not native. So this is it. This is the final wall. So Xbox will say no games in native 4K. Well, Alex, I just read. Let me put the. Oh damn! I already got rid of it. I would say let me put the thing back up here, and then you all can. Glad my tweets made you. Yeah, those you all's tweets are hilarious. You all are hilarious. PS4 Pro and X are true 4K. Yeah, that's what they are. So all these 4K PS4 games, I still don't give a shit about 4K. Oh man. Well, actually, according to that list, Neo is 4K. Now I read the list. If the list is wrong, you got to email IGN. I'm not here to say that the list is right or wrong. I just read that list. Now that list didn't include Mass Effect Andromeda, which is 4K. I may play that a little later on. So yeah, I haven't played Mass Effect because I'm finishing Mass Effect 3. I'm gonna do that today. So, so, but yeah, it is hilarious. So, all right, Halo Storm, the Xbox X was designed to do native 4K. It was, okay? The Pro was not. It was designed to do checkerboarding 4K through, it was designed to hit 2160p through checkerboarding in other ways. So that's just reality you guys aren't dealing with. So, but don't worry, I've been over there, and shout out to Corey Massey, and I've seen the almighty Spartan God. He's over there dropping, they over there dropping bombs on Max's comment section. Dropping bombs on them. I dropped a huge bomb on them this morning. So it just we're going to keep doing it until they shut up and just play their games. So Xbox X sucks at native 4K. Well, that's not true. You gotta pause right there in patient fire. It does look, the games that I played in 4K are fine. Now I didn't play Fallout 4, but somebody can look up Fallout 3 and Oblivion. Those games look better. Now, the textures of the people still look like garbage. But that's the way it's a Bethesda game. So they don't look that good. But overall, the game itself, which was already a good-looking game, it does look better. With that said, Oblivion is like 6 years old? So it's not that big a deal. According to DF Deuce. All right, well, again, hey, the IGN had that up there. Excuse me. IGN had that up there. So, like I said, you got an issue, you got to go to IGN. I just read IGN into the record. So, don't get me wrong. If it's wrong, they got to correct it. So that's all we got to do. So if you want native 4K, go PC. I agree. Speaking of that, you all know my birthday is my birthday's is Thursday coming up. Oblivion is 10 years old? Is it really? Has it been that long? It's not. Has it really been that? No, it's not. It can't be. Hold on. You know what? It is. Because I remember playing Fallout. Yeah, you're right. Yep, it is. It's golly. Okay. So, yeah. But again, I still enjoy them. Now, I'm not playing any of the Fallout 3. I've only bought one. I've only bought one DLC. Mothership Zeta. I bought that one. So, the $500 paperweight is still useful. Again, I have not bashed on my Xbox at all. It just does a little bit more. To me, it's doing what it's designed to do. You did have a group of fanboys who said it was going to do everything a whole lot better. And now we all know, it's almost been a year. We all know it doesn't do that. It does a little bit more. That's exactly what I told people. I told Next Gen that. I told Jay Fonz that. And they were like, 4K textures, but we now know that, and shout out to J-Dub City, there's only a handful of games that use 4K textures. So, look, the Assassin's Creed Ezio collection, which is the best of Assassin's Creed, is in 4K with high settings. So, and that's on the Pro. So they were able. So that's, and again, I know those games are real old. So, but those are still really good games. So if you want native 4K and crossplay, go. Yeah, I agree, John Flores. That you get no argument from me, none whatsoever. So, you know, so but yeah, I mean, when you got shout out to Next Gen 720. That's not a diss on Next Gen or Jay Fonz. I just had more. I had more information about the Xbox One X than they did. Just like I got some more information about the Scarlet and PS5. There's a reason why I'm saying that the PS5 will be more powerful. With that said, it's not like the PS5 nor the new Xboxes that are coming out won't be able to do what they say. They're both going to do the same thing. It's just that right now the PS5 in early is going to be more powerful because it's got to run the PSVR. And so they are going to be more powerful. Now, does that mean it's going to be a heck of a whole lot more powerful? No, they're both going to do the exact same things. It's just a matter of what ecosystem you want to be in. So if you got full faith that Microsoft with the studio, they bought what, 4 or 5 studios? If you got full faith, they really only bought 3. But if there was a Compulsion, who did We Happy Few? Was that the Initiative or Compulsion? I can't remember which one. But so they bought Ninja Theory, Compulsion, and Initiative. They already pretty much had the Turn 10 studio and Playground games. They already had that. They were already making games for them first party anyway. So, but they bought. So either you feel that Microsoft is serious and you're going to reinvest in their ecosystem by buying their new console, or not. That's it. That is your choice as a consumer. But the Xbox community will say, you're bashing the Xbox. No, you got to make a choice as a consumer. I personally have decided to game on PC, so I'll be playing all their games at 60 frames per second, period. That's what I'm doing. Okay, that's my choice. Okay, shout out to Ryan the Professional. That's the choice he made as well. He's just like, why in the world play these games at 30 when you can play them at 60 or in some cases higher? I mean, I know he was playing some game at like 100 frames or something like that. So it is what it is. So, so and again, it doesn't matter that it won't matter if the new Xbox, or which one is more powerful, because more people are going to go buy the PlayStation. Everybody knows that. And yes, I mean, Xbox is going to make a Fable game. They're going to make other games. So, the reason why Ninja Theory, Microsoft is adding extra people to Ninja Theory is so they could work on, I think, 2 projects at a time. So they can start a project, get about 60% done with it. Then the other team, the 40% team that's free, can start on a new project. It's the same thing that Naughty Dog does, that Guerrilla Games does, that all of them do. Playground, they all do that. BioWare does that. Now, BioWare used to be my favorite lab. They no longer are. So, yeah, I heard that. Shout out to Max Gaming. That thing's supposed to be what, like 50 T-flops or some other bullshit. So, so up, King Thrash. How you doing this morning, man? It's early out there where you are, man. So, so the power is number one. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, shout out to Porter Rock. He pointed that out very well. So, Xbox do not play single player one and done games. I know, they just brag about them. You're right about that. That's a very good observation. They brag about Tomb Raider. Well, that's a one and done game. They bragged about Hellblade. That's a one and done game. They bragged about Nier Automata. That's a one and done game. You see what I'm saying? That's just, and I'm not, well, Nier is not. Nier, you got to play what, like 4 or 5 times to get all the endings. So, but so you say your money is on PS5. Well, again, if the PlayStation ecosystem is, if you're happy with it, then yeah, you would stay within that ecosystem. So if you want to play The Last of Us Part 3, the next version of Ghost of Tsushima, Kojima's new game after this one is coming out, you're going to have to be in the PlayStation Network. The new Spider-Man game, because Spider-Man's going to get a sequel. The new Spider-Man game, Now you got to remember is the new Spider-Man game could always be multi-plat, and if Sony decides not to publish it, Sony probably will publish it, but Sony could always say we're not going to publish another Spider-Man game. They could just say something like that, you know. So just it is what it is. So Microsoft bought Compulsion, Undead Lab, yeah. Well, again, we can't. People said that all Microsoft was worried about was AAA games. And if they're going to do double and single A games, that's the people. I mean, that's the thing. People use it as a slam card. Now that they're addressing it, it's like they're slamming them for addressing it. You can't have it both ways. So I think $399 is too cheap. I think it's going to be $449. So I have moved off my $599 price because of that new console that's coming out. So that has the Ryzen CPU and the Vega chip. So, so yeah. What's going on there, King Thrad? Decimate, how you doing? So, oh man, you're silly. Yeah, we're not going to talk about that anymore, Chris Jones. We gave that too much time. So, so yeah, like I said, I went over. Matt's Gaming had a thing yesterday about how PlayStation was going to destroy the new Xbox, and I had to go over there and destroy a couple of the Xbox people. So yeah. Guardian Legend says he bashes the Xbox. Yeah, I know. I don't bash mine. I was happy to get one. I was excited, but I still play. I just use my Xbox One S. I use the S because, again, you got to remember, like 85% of the Xbox community, like 85% has the S, not the X. They act like the X is the default console. I mean, that's another problem that they're having right now. Data 4K with Super Lucky Tails, yeah, I understand Impatient Fire. So I still can't believe how old Oblivion is. Well, look, the game is fun to play. You know, now I like Skyrim more because it has dragons on there. But Oblivion's fine. I've been playing it for about 20 hours, 25 hours, and I've not started the main mission yet. Haven't started it yet. I joined the Thieves Guild. I joined the Dark Brotherhood. So I'm going out assassinating people. So that's fun, you know. No, that is fun. So still having a good time. So yeah, again, and there's nothing on the and look, shout out to Next Gen 720, like I was saying earlier, but he has said Detroit Become Human and God of War, the two best looking games he's ever seen this generation, and those games are not on Xbox. That's a fact. I mean, now his opinion is that they look better. The fact is that neither one of those games are on Xbox. That's reality. So, all right, that's fine. 400 is fine. It's a prediction. It's not like we're going to kill you if it's 400. I'll be happy if it's 400. So, so PS5 is $600. You're going to still do it? 600 the cutoff point? Well, at $600, you can buy. See, the thing is that they're not including, when people are talking about their consoles, they're not including buying a 4K TV. So you have to start at the starting price of a console is about $1,200, and that's for a decent 4K TV. All right, that is for a decent 4K TV, and that is also for your console. And you have to look at for about $750, you can get a PC. Like my PC, because shout out to KIOP 901. Shout out to him. He donated my graphics card, but if he hadn't, my Ryzen CPU was $150. The GPU, let's just say I had to buy it. Let's just write all this down. My Ryzen CPU was $150. If I had to buy the thing, it was $229. That's the GPU. RAM, let's just call RAM $150. The motherboard, I got my motherboard. You all saw me buy that. I got that for $59. What else I got? The cooling fan was $29. The tower itself was $39. So right now I'm at $656, and that's without a monitor. Okay, that's without, but that PC right there would play all games. We'll play all these games at 1440p 60 with high settings. All right, every game that you got now. I mean, yeah. Now you can say, well, that's not native 4K. You're right. You are 100% correct. So I could not play Forza. I may not be able to play Forza at 4K 60, but I can play Witcher. I can play Witcher at 1440p 60, where you guys are at dynamic 4K 30. Like I said before, it really it really depends on how you want to enjoy your content. I don't have a problem with 30 frames per second on a console. So that's my opinion. Though, yeah, if you want 60, I agree with Impatient Fire. You should be gaming on a PC. With that said, there's enough titles on consoles that are running 60 frames per second. I didn't know Hitman on the Pro is 4K. At least that now. I thought it was only 1440p 30. But according to IGN, it's 4K. Now, can somebody double check that? That's on the Pro. I know it's 4K on the Xbox. And what sucks about the Xbox is that it's the first mission is free, but you got to pay for the rest of the damn game. But they give you the first. It's like showing you a boob, but you got to pay to suck it. You know, so Forza 4 is made for the Xbox One X. Actually, Forza 4 is made for the PC. It's going to be ported. But yeah, Forza 4 is going to be a fun game. People just, yeah, that's going to be a very good game. So, so Forza is horribly optimized for PC. I don't know. I never played it. The guy that I know that plays it, he's running it 4K, but he's got something called an i7. And he's got something called a 1080 Ti. So it's dynamic resolution scale 4K. So it drops. Okay, but so it's true 4K. Okay, that's fine. So it's true 4K. All right. Again, I didn't know that. I thought it was 1440p. So again, that's just now. I'm not going to go back and play Hitman. I've already beaten it. I wouldn't mind, but I liked it. And if Xbox was going to be on Xbox Gold or it was games with Gold, I thought the way I understood it, I thought Hitman was going to be a new game, but it wasn't. So I got a chub thinking that it was going to be a brand new, like a game you could just download the whole game, and it didn't do it. It was like, oh, if you want to play this, you got to pay. You gave me this screen, it was like $37. I'm like, I am not paying for this. I already beat this game. So, well, now, Andrew, Corey Massey said it's dynamic 4K. There's a dynamic 4K on the Xbox. So it's 1440. I knew it was 1440p. So yeah, I thought that's what I thought. Yeah, that's why I kind of looked at that one with a side eye. So, oh man. Scarlett. Well, now here's the thing with the Scarlett is that Phil Spencer, the shareholders got mad at Phil Spencer for mentioning the Xbox One X or the Scorpio at the E3. What was it, E3 2016? So yeah, it's so I'd say the Scarlett will probably come out in 2020. So late 2019, 2020. So 1440p. Yeah, that's where mine's going to be. 1440p, mid to high settings on PC, 60 frames. All my games. That's what I'm going to do. So, you know. So yeah, i7, really? Forza runs like crap. All right, yeah. Well, he runs it at 4K and something else. 4K, like he's got high frames on it. I know that. But he's got something called a 1080 Ti, which I have no idea what something called a 1080 Ti is. So, I got a 580. I'm happy. It ought to do what I need it to do. So, but I've heard the 1070s are good. Now, I know you can play Mass Effect. Have you tried Mass Effect Andromeda, Corey? I know that will run 4K 60 with the 1070 because that's that's one of the first at the PC one when they unveiled it at the PC conference. That was the card they used. I think they had an i5 though. So, you know. yeah, Impatient Fire. That's what I'm gonna do. Craig, is Sony going third party? No. But any game that's published that's by a third party developer onto their platform, it's third party. Anybody can publish the game. So this is reality. That's reality. That's Platinum Games made Nier Automata. They were not going to. They did not put their game on Xbox. Microsoft had to pay another developer to port it over. And since it's an independent studio, their shareholders that own the studio say, yeah, of course you can port it because it's going to be more money for them. So a 1080 is probably going to drop really low after Monday. Really? You think so? I don't think they will. And how much is a 1080? Yeah, 1080 Ti. Yeah, I saw that at the store the other day. That damn thing was still like $400 or something like that. So it is pathetic. Oh, Lincoln Clay, are you in the building? Lincoln Clay, what's a good time for you today so we can get our smoke bowl on? So yeah, Corey Massey, yeah, you dropped some dimes over there in Matt's Gaming's section a few weeks ago on that, and it shot them down. It systematically you saying what you said and me saying when I was into it with that Con Seville, whatever he called himself, he ain't came back since. So Mod Ice Queen, sure. I thought she was okay. I will. Yeah, if she puts her name back, let me find her here. Oh, here we go. I found it. And there. All right, she's now a mod. But I'm gonna change my mods. Everybody knows that. I'm changing my mods, so I'm gonna take a wrench from a few people. Ice Queen has been modded, so yeah, Lincoln Clay, just let me know when we can get our smoke boat. Yeah, you can get a 1080 for $500. Yeah, you're just saying that like that's like people got that laying around. I'm happy with my 580. So, oh, no problem, Ice Queen. So, you want the 2080? Did they ever give a price for it? I saw Matt's Gaming talking about the specs. Did he ever say the price? It was early this morning. So, yeah, it falls very well. Here's what I need to drop is RAM. So, Monday. So it comes out on Monday. It's going to be in stores Monday. Wow. So 6. Yeah, I can do 6. Now there's something going on at 7 that I got to do, but yeah, we should be able to get it in at 6. How about 5:30? So DRAM is also dropping later this month, like the price, because right now, 8. I just want 8 gigs of RAM. I was gonna do. Everybody's like, you should do 16. Well, hey, I got a hashtag. Pre-orders Monday. Okay, I've got a hashtag PayPal account, and people are more than welcome because my birthday is Thursday. People are more than welcome to put to hook a brother up for his birthday. Shout out to everybody. Look, shout out to everybody though. Let me make this clear, because I don't want to sound like I'm inconsiderate. About 5:30, only because I got something to do about 7-ish. So I got some people coming over to watch the Cowboy game. So, but yeah, if we can start about 5:30, set it up at 5:30, and hopefully we'll be done by 7. So just let me know, bro. Just tweet me. Hit me up in the DM. I'll be on. What I'll do is I'll turn it on at about 5 o'clock, and then we can just go from there. So I'll have my PlayStation on at 5. So am I a Cowboys fan? No. My girl is, and she'll be here at 5. That's what she was texting me this morning. So yeah, because she's wanting to come by about 2 o'clock and go to the pool, and then so she'll be by, and then we're gonna have a couple other people come on. Moderators will be changed. Wrenches will be taken. I always do it though. I always change my moderators. So that's just you're playing We Happy Few tomorrow. Oh, okay. Well, yeah. I certainly hope it's a good game. Certainly hope you have a good experience on it. So I know Fatal Mephisto. I'll shout out to Jemiah Dixon. He just subbed. Thank you, sir. Appreciate it. And the church, Jemiah, you got one of the last pews. We got like 6 pews left because once we hit 801, so somebody's getting thrown off the boat. Somebody's going to be put in the water. They're going to be in the life raft, whatever you want to call it. So, and everybody knows who it's going to be. So it is the way it is. So there's one funny thing with this Red Dead 2 resolution thing is that Rockstar has specifically built the game around PS4, not Pro or the X. Well, again, they said it was 2160p output. So it is what it is. So so yeah, it is what it is. So, but I ain't gonna lie, folks. So we know that Spider-Man's resolution is 4K. We know Red Dead is 4K. Again, this is for people who have an issue. So that girl is really, really on a texting machine. So we're going to get out in a bit. So I'm gonna have to call her and tell her I don't know. So all right then. So you live in the UK. Yeah. Shout out to England. Well, hopefully me and Lincoln Clay will be on a little later on tonight. It's your time. It'll be about 11 o'clock, maybe, you all's time. So you watching TV in the background. I've got the radio on. Let me turn it down. I got my little iHeart. I got that smartphone. I got rid of my flip phone. I got a smartphone. So I got a LG phone. So yeah, I got an LG phone. It's got all these little. It's an Android phone. It's got visual voice command. It's got it's got a little bit of everything. It's got Google Chrome on it. It's an Android, so it's Google. It's got my nurse grid on there, so I know when I'm working. I got the weather bug. I've got the QR scanner. I've got Norton's antivirus on it. I'm happy. It's good. Yeah, the flip phone is gone. The flip phone is gone. So, We Happy Road and Shoe is the dumbest game. Yeah, I don't know anything about it. Like I said, people that are buying it, I certainly hope they enjoy it. So expect multiple triggered comments from that F-stick after the stream. Well, I mean, again, that's the thing. We've read what it can and cannot do. And don't get me wrong. If IGN is wrong, then IGN is wrong. It is what it is. So it's not the end of the world. So, but yeah, some of the mods are going to change, but I always change. I usually change my mods every month. Now, the permanent mods are the people who either do podcasts, I've done podcasts with, or that have been nice enough to donate to the cause. Those mods are not changing. Okay, the mods that are changing, but I'll change all. And of course, I'm not going to change Ice Queen Gaming because she just got hers. So, but yeah, some of the other people are going to, we'll change it. But I always do. It's random. It's like I'm going to snap my fingers like Thanos did, and I'm going to change my mods. So when you hear me say you should have gone for the head, that's what I'm going to do. So I saw that. Yeah, I have no need for a Galaxy phone. So Rand has blocked. Yeah. You would donate if you could. Oh yeah, well yeah. Let me go ahead and leave that up there. It's just PayPal. That's all it is, my brother. It's PayPal me / in my name and 88. So that's my PayPal account. So heard a rumor this week. A second person to the source at Sony didn't tell the department. Disney has a console on the drawing table. Yeah, that's what a church is. You can donations. So go ahead if you like. Hit that like button. That's free. Hit that like button. But if you want to donate to the church, $5 is nice. But whatever you all want to donate, I will take. It goes to a good cause. I will put that towards the RAM, because the RAM, as everybody knows, it's in PCs. Everybody knows how expensive RAM is, and it's not like I'm trying to get a RAM that costs $1,000. I'm looking for the cheapest DDR4 RAM I can find, and the cheapest I can find is like 165. So we'll have to wait and see. So what's up? I do not know. Project Mephisto? Yeah, I don't know anything about that. So, oh, what's going on, random guy? I appreciate you, brother. Yes, you have a good day. Yeah, donate to the church is always welcome. Again, the money, and that's why I put all that stuff in the background there. I don't know, you all can't see it right now, but all that stuff's back there because I wanted people to know that had donated where the money had went. So I just held as much money as I could. And then finally, when Amazon had their Prime Day, I pulled the trigger. That's when I got my you all see me unbox stuff. Or you see me unbox the motherboard. I've got the power source. I've got the tower. I've got the graphics card. I got the extra heat fan. I've got the Ryzen CPU. I've got the anti-static wristband when I'm putting it together. So that's where the money's going. I want you all to know that. It's not going into my pocket. Okay. So it's not going out so I could go drop some 20s at the club. Because I know we're on an honor system, and I wanted you all to know I'm honoring what you all have done. But yes, is it taking time? Absolutely. Did I think I could go ahead and just do it on my own? Absolutely. I way overshot. So I do appreciate everybody chipping in, and that's where the money's going. And so just wanted to let you know. But yeah, donate to the church. If not, hit the like button, and because that's free. Hit that like button because that's free. Share the podcast because we got so much more work to do with Spider-Man coming out. We got some great games coming out with the Spider-Man, the Shadow of the Tomb Raider game. That should be a fun game to play. Battlefield 5 is coming out. Assassin's Creed is coming out. So all this is going to be, it's a great fall. Red Dead 2. I mean, again, yeah. I mean, I'm not going to buy Red Dead 2. We got Metro coming. I'm buying that. It's got a 4K rat. Of course, I'm going to buy it. Days Gone, Anthem. Now, I'm waiting for Fatal Mephisto for Anthem because I need you guys to go buy Anthem so I can get a Dragon Age game. So, yeah. Oh, well, thank you, Mr. Dixon. I do appreciate that. Well, thank you all. Thank you. So I do appreciate that. Yeah, I'm behind too. I'm still playing. I just beat XCOM. Well, I was streaming XCOM the other night. I was at towards the end of the game. I beat that game. I didn't stream the ending, but I did beat XCOM 2. It was fun. I had a good time, and I guess there's going to be another one because something was coming from under the water. And but I enjoyed XCOM 2, so had a ball. So you moderate Zaire and Kid Smooth's channels. Yeah, I know. I mean, that's cool. So that's I mean, if you're using them for that, is that a reference? Like I said, me I always change my mods. It's not because I think everybody should have some skin in the game. One, it makes you pay attention to what I'm talking to. Two, it makes you pay attention to the chat. So, and that's just reality. That's the way moderating works. So, but I will always change my mods. So it says the PC is 4 times faster than Xbox One X GTX 2080 Ti. I guess Max Gaming's doing a versus thing, so that's what he's gonna do. So, yep, I'm all aboard the Spider-Man hype train, and I don't know if people have seen that, but everything in there is Spider-Man oriented, from pictures to all. It's crazy. They got newspapers in there and stuff like that. So you can listen to you can get an app. I think you can get an app and listen to Jonas Jameson is going to have a radio show. I don't know. It's going to be some weird stuff with this game. But guys, I am going to get out of here. I do appreciate everything everybody has done. Really, I do. And somebody had told me when I did my Xbox One S video a year ago or so, whenever that was, yeah, a little bit over a year ago, that I would have close to, my goal was to have 50 subs. That was my goal. And I was going to do more comics and movies and then gaming. But comics and movies are going to be, because I want to do my own version of Collider Video. And so because of something that John Campea, and I do like John Campea, but he acted like they were the only ones who could be talking about movies and stuff like that. So, so yeah. So, well, thank you, Ice Queen Gaming, again. And yeah, definitely my condolences to you, and I'm glad you dropped by. You're always welcome. So, and let me know if you want an invite to come on to the podcast one day. Just, always enjoy talking to the British about fish and chips. So yeah, just let me know. So, all right, guys, I'm going to get on off here. I've got to run to the store and get some chips and salsa and get ready for these people coming over. Sony working to create city templates with full destruction simulations. Oh, no. Is that like the cloud stuff again? Oh, my God. So, all right, then, guys, but I'm going to get on off here. Yeah, somebody wants to play H1Z1, just let me know. And because I'll be, like I said, I got to run to the store, get my chips and salsa for the game tonight, and my Craig Weiser, and get ready. So I'll be playing Mafia 3 off and on all day. So, but all right, guys. Somebody's putting no chips and salsa. So then yeah. So, and then again, look for me and Lincoln Clay. We're going to try to stream a game of Madden later this afternoon, between 5 and 7 o'clock Eastern time. Between 5 and 7 o'clock Eastern time. So it's yeah, Spider-Man suits at least 10. I think there was 7 or 10 of them. So shout out to Insomniac. Looks like they're doing a spiritual nod to the Steve Dick. I didn't know they were doing that. That's actually pretty nice. So all right then, guys, I'm gonna get on off here. I appreciate you coming by. Share the podcast, hit the like button, and appreciate it. This is the Messiah signing off for Saturday. Take it easy, guys. Peace.